If you're struggling to get sales on Walmart, even though you picked a fast selling product and your products are in stock, the reason is because you're not winning the buy box. So in this video, I'm going to show you how the buy box works on Walmart and how you can win it more so that you can get more sales and make more money. Hey everyone, it's Noah and welcome back to the Flashpricer YouTube channel, the best repricer for both Amazon and Walmart. When it comes to winning the buy box on Walmart, it's pretty important. On Amazon, over 85% of all of the sales happen inside of the buy box. And that statistic is pretty true for Walmart as well. When I come to this listing, you'll see that if I was a regular shopper, the only offer that's displayed to me is this seller by Happy Ranger. So Happy Ranger is selling this Lego piece for $221.19. It's not until I scroll down that I see that there are 12 other sellers offering this exact same product. And if I click on it, I can see that there are some sellers who are almost the exact same price, if not the exact same price. Now, there are some that are way above this price, but within this range of $221, I see one, two, three, around three offers. So why is Happy Ranger winning it while the other two are not? And more importantly, what is going to allow the other sellers to win it from Happy Ranger? So that's what we're going to be going over so that you are positioned in the buy box so that customers see your offer and you're getting sales. First, let's go over how Walmart defines the buy box and how they say that they determine who wins the buy box. So you'll see right here, how does it work? The buy box winner is generally the listing that offers the best value to the customer. Now that's pretty vague. They go on to explain a little bit more. Based on their geographic location, Walmart analyzes all attributes of your offer when determining the buy box winner, including the offer's price, shipping fee, delivery speed, your seller performance metrics, and the customer's experience. So we get a little bit more information. However, it is still pretty vague with Walmart saying it's based on the customer's experience. There isn't something tangible there that we can go off of to say we need to change this. Now we could go off of the shipping fee as well as the delivery speed and all of that, but what is the most important? Well, after selling on Walmart for over 5 years and talking with over hundreds of different sellers, I can tell you the things that are going to impact the buy box the most are going to be the shipping speed, the price, as well as your metrics in that order. If you have faster shipping, you're going to win the buy box more. And if you have a lower price, Walmart is going to again show you in the buy box more because their goal is to show the most value to the customer. And that's going to be with fast deliveries, as well as it's also going to be with a low price. And of course, if you have good metrics, then Walmart is going to consider you a good seller and they're going to give you the buy box more. Next, let's also talk about if having just one of those components is good enough. And the answer is it's not. On Walmart, if you have the fastest shipping, but your price is too high, then Walmart is not going to give you the buy box and they might also suppress your listing. So here you'll see that the buy box is quote unquote suppressed because I cannot see an offer. If I click on compare all sellers or see more seller options, then I can go ahead and I can take a look at the sellers as well as their price. And everyone's selling it for $11.95 and they have free shipping and it only takes about 5 days to get to me. So it's not a crazy long shipping time and really no one's again out of range here where you have like one seller at 7 and the next person's at 25. But generally I can see that if I were to take a look at this item, most of these candies are selling for like $2 to $4. And then all of a sudden this one is selling for almost 12. So because of that historical asymmetry between what the price was and what sellers are selling it at now, Walmart is now deeming that the price is too high. That's why everything works in tandem. You have to have good shipping speeds, but you also have to have a competitive price. So let's go over how to ensure that you're doing everything and what metrics are important to focus on. The first step in order to make sure that you're winning the buy box is improving your shipping speed. You can do this if you're doing merchant fulfilled by improving your shipping templates, and you can go ahead and make sure that you're shipping between 5 to 7 days. And if you even want more buy box exposure, then you can go ahead and you can turn on 2 to 3 day shipping. But Walmart says if you're offering 3 day or less shipping, then you will see a major boost in your buy box percentage. The other option is if you don't want to do merchant fulfilled, then you could also get increased buy box share with WFS. WFS stands for Walmart Fulfillment Services, and it's a program where you can have Walmart go ahead and ship your products for you. So you send them your products, they store it, and they'll ship it once you get an order. The benefit of this is that Walmart is handling the shipping themselves, and generally most items are delivered to customers within 2 days, which is going to ensure that you have really good coverage around the United States and customers are getting their items faster. So this way you can go ahead and get more buy box exposure. When you're using Flashpricer, when you have your item set on Walmart, you can actually go ahead and you can take a look at if you're winning the buy box, as well as you can also take a look at competition and you can see who is WFS as well as who has merchant fulfilled. So if you are doing merchant fulfilled and all the other sellers on your listing are WFS, then you should probably consider converting your item to WFS in order to compete with those sellers. The second most important metric is going to be your price. If your item is WFS or you have faster shipping, then you're going to be able to price over sellers who have slower shipping than you and still win the buy box. However, if two sellers have the exact same shipping speed, then it's going to be the one who has the lowest price. The way that you can check your price as well as if it's good and if you're winning the buy box is by going to the price tab on Walmart. So you click pricing. From there, it's going to bring up the pricing tab in Seller Center. You can see your price competitiveness score, as well as you can also see the buy box win rate, and you can also see a lot more info about your item, as well as different suggestions that Walmart makes. One thing that's really crucial with the pricing tab is that Walmart is not just comparing you against sellers on the listing, but they're also comparing you to external prices. So if you're selling on Walmart and you list an item at $10, but the item is listed at $5 on Amazon, then Walmart might suppress your listing or they might make it unpublished because they deem that your listing is too expensive when compared with the competitor. A way that you can check both the buy box price on Walmart as well as the competitive price is by going right again to the pricing tab and then scrolling off to the buy box price. So this will again show you if you're winning it as well as what the current buy box price is. And here you can see your win rate. And right next to it, if you scroll over, you have your competitive price. So this is again an external price. So if I click this, this says that this is from Target and here's the competitor ID. Now, if it doesn't have a competitor price and it is still suppressed, you can go ahead and you can show Walmart that the price actually is higher on the competitor and your listing should not be suppressed. So a couple of ways that you can do that is you can submit it right here, and you can also go ahead and report an inaccurate match, or you can create a case. And just when you create a case, tell Walmart, hey, here's the external price. The price is actually $200 on Target. My listing is only $170. It shouldn't be suppressed. And if they don't respond, just make sure to follow up. And generally, I've been able to get my items unsuppressed and I've been able to sell that item again. The last thing to know about price is that prices often change on Walmart, and you can do this manually, but the best way to do it is with a repricer, and that's where Flashpricer comes in. Flashpricer reprices your item in real time on Walmart, and it doesn't just reprice your item down. So let's say you're at $10, and then all of a sudden your competitor drops their price down to $9, but then they sell out. If your next competitor is at $12, Flashpricer will actually go ahead and it will raise your price up to $12 if you set that with your strategy. And that's the key. Flashpricer allows you to set custom strategies so that this way you can build all of these different strategies for however you want all of your items to react to different situations on Walmart. On top of that, it also gives you data on the competition. It shows you profitability, and it also gives you insights on when you're selling it, what price range is working better for your products, as well as a ton of other details that are going to help you sell more products. If you'd like to try out Flashpricer with a 2-week free trial, be sure to go ahead and click the link down in the description. So the next thing that's going to impact your buy box percentage is account health. Now, account health is an all-encompassing term for several metrics that Walmart uses. Walmart is going to base your performance off of on-time delivery rate, where they require that you have a 95+% on-time delivery rate, meaning that your products are being delivered within the promised time. They also measure you on cancellations, and they want you to cancel less than 2% of orders. Next, you have valid tracking. So this is again one of the more important ones. You want to make sure that you are validating all tracking numbers and that you're having packages, if they're merchant fulfilled, scanned within 24 hours of marking the order as shipped. This standard for Walmart is that it needs to be above 99%. So again, it's really important. And if your metric falls below standard, then it could not only put your account at risk of losing the buy box, but it might also be suspended. The last two metrics are seller response time. So just making sure that you are answering messages from customers, as well as refunds. So just making sure that you're not getting too many refunds, because if you do, then Walmart will flag it and it will be a problem for your account. These last things are just honorable mentions. They don't really affect buy box percentage. However, they are important because if you're hitting them, then that means that you are going to be less likely to lose the buy box because you're affecting your metrics or your price or your shipping speed. So the first is staying in stock. If you're staying in stock, then Walmart is going to be happy. Now, it is a metric for the listing quality score. However, staying in stock does not affect your buy box percentage, but it is just, again, a good overall business practice. The second thing is trying to be a pro seller. So being a pro seller is a good badge on Walmart. You get a lot of different discounts as well as privileges. However, pro seller badge does not impact your buy box percentage, but again, it is just a good metric to hit. And if you hit it, then there really aren't any downsides. Lastly, it's just making sure that you're running a smooth and clean operation, making sure that you're responding to customers, making sure, again, that you're shipping products out on time, making sure that you're repricing responsibly and properly. Now, if you don't want to sit there repricing all of your items manually, then again, be sure to check out Flashpricer, the best repricer for selling on Walmart and Amazon, link in the description. So that's going to conclude it for this video. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you guys dominate the buy box. get more sales, and of course make more money. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.